Welcome back, you cryptocurrency traders. So I'm trying something different here. I've moved my desk to like the outer sunroom so I can look out over the city and things like that during summer to sort of see if it's more comfortable. So I'll tell you this because the sound might be a bit weird. So anyway, this one here, I'm doing the whole trade as I do in real time. There's a couple of bits here I cut, but that's just because my program crashed and I went back to my phone default. So when you see a couple of cuts there, I'm not trying to be deceptive, it's just I don't want to show you all my sexy pictures of me on my phone. So yes, that's the only cuts, but other than that, yeah. So today's not a bad day. Bitcoin's up by 5%, so it's pulled the rest of the market up and given me more sort of strike areas. So if you look here at these, like if I'm doing over $50, just I'm taking from 52, if I took those 50s there, that would add up to about $24. So it's an extra $24 out of just a handful of coins. I'll actually take it here from over 60. But when I go over 60, I'll do like 62 and above. Like I don't take it out of, it's like 61. If there's a bunch of them and I really need to boost up the levels by another $10 or something like that, maybe I might do it. But usually I just try to stay over 62. That way, because it's a 5% increase. And if it's at 62, then that will be 63. So I'm sort of staying under the growth of the coin. So I'm taking out 2/3 of that skim to that little bit of profit for that day, for that moment really, because it could go up another however much. You have no idea with these coins. And then just letting it grow, but still taking out a little bit of profit that I can compound up and then put into something else to make it grow. So that's kind of how it's sort of working at the moment. They added a bunch of coins, so I've got 4 more coins left to go. I mean, that's how I treat it. Like, could I just go back to the money that I pulled out and just buy it straight across? Like, yeah, of course I could, like there's enough there to do that. But I don't want to do that because I like to treat this a little bit like a video game as well, It kind of keeps it interesting, and that's why, like, apart from the mathematics of it working out in the sense of remaining as a profitable trader, but it's also I like to make it sort of fun, so I've sort of gamified it a little bit for myself. So remembering here, this is like Christmas Eve in Australia, and in Australia everybody starts drinking, having fun and partying early and all that sort of stuff. That's just how it is here. But yeah, so this is just to show you how I can still be making money sitting at a party or at a pub with mates or at a beach or whatever it is, or just having a couple of quiet ones at home or whatever you're doing, like there's no real thinking involved in it apart from the game side of it. So that's what I decided, to keep it sort of light and fun and kind of a game. And so as I was saying, apart from the mathematics of working out being above a certain number, then it games it, so it keeps it interesting. So while you're doing maybe some of this more boring stuff where you're not making that much sort of money, you're taking out $2 and do it a bunch of times, and you'll see you get a bit bored with it. So using that sort of number system and percentage system keeps me profitable, but it also keeps it like interesting. So there's something to look at and sort of think of, but I don't have to think about the value of a coin or what its company's doing or anything like that. I just look at the percentage mark, the dollar value, whether I can take money out of it or not. And that's kind of the game, is you want to try and catch the market when there's the most, there to take out, to skim out where everything's bunched up most. And then sort of miss out on ones where it's sort of down the most. But if you want to have a few big ones whenever the rest of the market's down because of Bitcoin, you want to have a few huge ones on the other side. So then I'll sort of jump in and do those ones as well. So, and then I'll reinvest back into Bitcoin on those days. When Bitcoin's down, I skim the profits and put it back into Bitcoin. When Bitcoin's up, I skim the profits and then I keep some for me and put some aside for cover tax and all that sort of stuff. And I have reinvest like 30% back into the market. So, I'm constantly taking money out of the market. So I'm not just moving money in and around the market. You'll probably see at the moment I kind of am, because They add the new coins, and when they do that, all I want to do is gamify it up so I can buy those coins as quickly as possible. So just pick those right times. So it sort of keeps us sort of alive and a bit more sort of excited. Think about it like that. So, and I don't really look at my phone all the time, but I might look at it every half hour or hour or something like that. Just like normal how people look at their phone these days. I'll just make it one of those things. If I get a message, I look at it, and then I'll go look at the market. You only look at it for like 20 seconds, 30 seconds to see if it's up or not. When you look at your account value, and then you can quickly scroll down through to see how much you're in profit or not. And you can even do a quick count up and add up like I did with the 50s. Added up when I was $24 there. And I know there's $24 there. It's guaranteed $24 there. There's way more than 24. But 24 is what I'm allowed to take out, and that's part of the game. And that's what keeps the whole thing growing and doesn't stagnate it too badly. Which of course is the risk with this kind of trading. If you keep taking out all the profit, you're going to push all your coin value down to the point that it doesn't pay you any money anymore. So that's why I don't take out all the profit. I want to allow bounce room, but also want to allow compounding growth room as well. So that's why I take out the $2 over 62 to 100, then 100. I'll level it up and I'll go $3 over $100. I'll take out $3. So it's got to be over 103. If it's under 103, I'll take out 2. Maybe I'll push it. If it's 101, I might push it on 99. You could look at it and you go, oh, well, there's 5 of those, so that's more money than I want to lose. So you might do it then, not really care about it, and then just hope that they keep growing in the next lot. So over 100, I'll take out 3. Over 200, I'll take out 4. Over 300, I'll take out 5. Over 400, I'll take out 6. When it gets to 500, I don't take out any more. I don't skim anything over $500 at the moment, because I want to allow those ones to grow up to $1,000 coins if possible. Just a couple of days of 20% or 50%, or one day of 100%. Do you know what I mean? Bang, it's now $1,000 coin. And that's kind of how I treat it that way. So I have and anything if it's under $20 or unless I've got nothing left there. When it comes to reinvesting, if it's under $20, I kind of don't really touch it. I just let it go, because it could be a coin that's dying. But if it sort of gets up into the 30s, 40s, now it's a coin that's sort of growing. And at the moment, I've been building it up to be $50 coins. But I think what I'll do now is after I buy these next, I think there's 6 coins left. I think I'll buy 2 in this trade here. I've got none of those 0 coins left. So every coin's in the system having a potential to make money or lose money, but generally compound up and make money. Then I'll go to building up $100 coins. I've built up a lot of 50s and over the last few months. I've just been buying $50 coins. So now there's a good solid base of 50s and 60s, 70s, 80s. But when I get to 100, I'm going to take out $3, but under 100, I'm going to take out $2. So it's more advantageous when we get over $100 coins. So I can skim less coins, make more money, or skim the same amount, or make the same amount of money, or skim more coins and make a lot more money, or the same amount of coins and make more money. It's an extra $1 per coin. And just build those up, and then let them sort of grow up. And once I've got a significant amount of the $100 coins happening, because once you've got that, you can be pulling out like $100, $200 each time. So you can be buying a new $100 coin, or if you're taking out 2/3, just say you're left with 66, or 60%, or $60, or $70, or $75, or whatever, something like that. Then you can, if you got a coin that's worth 30, and buy with 75 in, selling this $100 coin. If you got a couple of coins that are at 70 or something like that, you can split that 70 in half, and then you get 2 $100 coins, which all will pay out $3 once you're in that sort of upper price range, and then can compound up to the 200, 300, 400, that sort of thing, so that you're getting more and more out of it, but you're not taking out too much of your position each time. So as you can see here, now I'm moved up where I'm taking out $5 a hit, and it's not affecting the value of the coin. and I still have, you know, $16,700 there. Remember, all this was built off $1,000, and then I think I bought in a couple more hundred since then. But it's not much money. But it's gone through 2 big Bitcoin crashes, and each time I just keep making money. I might have to reduce the amount that I get, but you know, it's still pretty good. So yeah, so that's $73 in what, 10 minutes? You know, and imagine if this was a higher value now, I'd be just it could be 730 in 10 minutes. Do that every day, you're pretty comfortable. You know, even if you're only pocketing $500 in your own pocket each time. You know. And so here I'm looking at the coin. Again, I'm trying to get these 0 coins out of the way, except for RDN, because RDN's been delisted. So yes, I just picked the one that's moved the least that day, with the lowest percentage, or in the red, you know, because I'm trying to buy low, sell high. Yeah, and just buy in. And then once I get these 4 done out, then I'll the 4 remaining ones, then I'll move on, build up to 100 other coins, and then try and get that happening. Alright, have fun, keep trading. If you want, you can check out the book on Amazon, all that sort of stuff. It's only a couple of dollars. I think I'll update it though. Trading is slightly different now. YouTube videos are pretty up to date, so have fun.